Hello everybody. Today we're going to show you how to move recorded audio files from one drive to another. VinylStudio has all the tools you need to do this, but people seem to have trouble finding them, so we thought we'd show you how it's done. Here I am with my current collection open. It's called myalbums.mcf. And if we have a look inside here in VinylStudio's settings dialog, it will tell us where it is. It's on drive G in a folder called Recordings. So let's move the contents of that collection to another drive. The first thing you have to do is create a new collection on the target drive to hold the recordings. So we'll do that. File, new collection, give it a name, and we also have to tell VinylStudio where we want to put it. We don't want to put it on drive G because that's where our files are now. So we say change folder, and I'm going to put it on drive C. I'll create a new folder in the root of drive C. Not sure why it wants to create two of those. Get rid of that. Okay, and now VinylStudio has seen that. It's telling us that's where it's going to go, so we can go ahead and create it. And now new collection.mcf is open. We can see in settings dialog that it's on drive C in folder collections, which is where we said we wanted it. And if we do this, we can see that it's empty, which is what you would expect because it's brand new. Now we need to go back to our original collection to move everything across. So I say here, File, Recent Collections, myalbums.mcf, and VinylStudio goes back to that collection. Now we can actually do the deed. So if we go across here, save tracks, stroke batch, this will show us all of the albums in the collection. I've just got 10 here. Normally you'd have a lot more than that. Most people do anyway. And we can tick these boxes to say which albums we want transferred. And I'm going to transfer them all, so I'll say select all, and they all get checked. Now I go over here to the More button, click on that, and there are a lot of things you can do in here to the albums that you've selected in the list, but we want this one, move or copy selected albums to another collection. Now we have to tell VinylStudio which collection we want the albums moved to. But usually what comes up here will be what you want because it remembers that you've just created one. So I can just say continue. Confirmation dialog, since this is a fairly major operation, just to make sure that you really want to do what you've said you want to do, and off we go. Now the files have to be copied because they're going from one drive to another, which is why we're seeing what we're seeing in the progress window there. And depending on the size of your collection and the speed of your drive, that might take a little while. But you don't actually have to do anything at this point. You can just let VinylStudio get on with the job. And now it's done it. You can see here in the progress window a log of all the things that were copied across. And that includes the recordings themselves. That's a file containing click repair data. These files help generate the waveform display. But you don't really need to know all this. It just all gets taken care of for you. So close this, and now the source collection, my albums, is empty because everything's been moved over. So now I can say File, Recent Collections, New Collection, that's where they went. Open that, and there they all are. And if I go here to the Split Tracks window, you can see that all of the track splits and the track names have been transferred across as well. And if I go here, clean up audio, perhaps I can find one that's had a click scan run on it, and perhaps I can't. Well, if I had run a click scan on any of these, that information would have come across as well. And that's about it. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.